Hey, students and parents, this is Mr. Reid here, and just making this little video for parent-teacher conference. So the classes that I teach college and career awareness for 7th grade. I teach exploring technology for girls, which is a 7th and 8th grade mixed class. And then I teach introduction to manufacturing, which is the metals class for 9th graders. So I'm going to go ahead and just speak to all three classes in that order. So as soon as you hear the instructions or the response for your class, then you don't have to watch the entire video. Or if you're in my 9th grade class, you can fast forward to where I'm talking about manufacturing. So the first thing I'll bring up, and this goes for all of my classes, is that the deadlines that I kind of give throughout the term are soft deadlines. So my hope is that you do keep up with us as a class. However, I do understand that if things need to take longer or if you need extra time, then that's totally fine. And so I accept all late work with no penalty, and I accept all redone assignments with no penalty. So just wanted to say that to begin with. My recommendation for any of my classes, if you have a question about your grade and you're not really sure if you're missing assignments, the best place to find if you're missing something for me in my class is if you just go onto our Canvas page for the class, and right underneath the Home tab, there's a Grades tab. And if you click on that, then it will show you your grade for each assignment. But it will also show you if you don't have a grade for an assignment that you know that we've done, then that would be an indicator to you that you need to do that assignment. Okay? But you're welcome to always email me with questions on that as well. I think the only other thing to bring up for all of my classes, what I wanted to remind about missing work, the one hard deadline for my class would be the end of the term. I accept work all the way up until the end of the term, but please just do your best to keep up with where the class is at. Because of that, I don't offer any extra credit, but students usually don't need extra credit because if there's something that you're turning in late, or if there's an assignment that you were not really satisfied with your grade and you'd like to try doing it again, then I'm totally supportive of you redoing an assignment or a project if you'd like to try to increase your score on that. Okay, so I'll start in specifically talking about college and career awareness. So this is for 7th graders, and this class is meant to just kind of have experiences with different types of careers, and just to introduce different career options and college options for the students. And so the hope here is that students start to be able to figure out what their interests are, or possibly their disinterests, so that they can start narrowing down a possible area of a career that they might like to do. So this term, we're focusing on technology and engineering type careers. So far, we did some safety training so that the students could work in the shop, and we did some measurement training along with that. Then the next thing that we've done is we just finished our unit where the careers tied with the unit was to have an experience as an architect, as an interior designer, a drafter, so basically like construction technology type careers. And for that, we did an assignment where we designed the floor plan of an apartment. So the students were given just kind of a basic overall dimension of the apartment size, but then students got to design as far as everything inside the apartment, and the bedrooms and the kitchen, bathroom, all those things. So the students created a 2-dimensional floor plan design. We did that on the computers. And then we took it to 3-dimensional and we printed off those floor plans. And then the students were able to actually construct models of their apartment that they designed. So it was really fun, and I was excited to see the designs that the students had. Hopefully, the students have been bringing those home, and you parents have seen a lot of those, hopefully. But that's kind of what we did. However, as far as the grading goes, what I like to do in college and career awareness is I kind of lump everything we did during a unit, I lump it into one assignment at the end of the unit. So for example, there was a worksheet at the beginning of the unit. There's the two-dimensional floor plan design. There was the 3D model. There was a little research that they did on a career. And so even though they did each of those things kind of individually, then they just do there's a grading assignment at the end of a unit. And as long as they go through and respond on that assignment, that gives them that grade for the whole unit. So you won't see a ton of different grades. For your overall grade, there might just be a few things because so far, the only thing really that we've graded on would be safety, measurement, and this unit that we just did. Anyway, and if you have any questions on that, feel free to please email me. And so in that class in College and Career Awareness, we just are introducing our next unit where we are experiencing some manufacturing technology, where we're doing a mass production project where the students are going to be making a product, and we're going to divide up and do different jobs as a class, kind of like an assembly line type project. So that's what the students are just beginning, that we're just getting ready to do. And so I think that's everything for College and Career Awareness. The next class would be for Exploring Technology, and this is the girls' class. So just kind of a brief explanation. This is an exploratory class where we explore different areas of technology. For example, we could explore communication technology, manufacturing tech, transportation, power and energy, agriculture technology. And so we just have little units where we do projects and have little experiences with the different areas of technology. So in this one, we started off with some safety training so that the students would be allowed to work in the shop. We also did some measurement training. The unit that we completed recently was a manufacturing tech unit where the students were able to participate in 3D modeling, and then with those 3D objects that they created on computer, then we are working on 3D printing those objects. So we learned about some two-dimensional drafting and technical drawings, and then we switched and moved into three-dimensional modeling on the computers. Okay. The project we're just moving into that we just started on is a transportation technology engineering challenge where the students are making a vehicle that is powered by wind and testing it and then making improvements to try to make their vehicle as best as possible. And so this is an example of the engineering design process for this project. Just another reminder as far as grades on this, in this class, I kind of lump things together by unit. And so even though there are individual assignments in the unit, I don't have individual grades for those, but what there is there's an assignment at the end of a unit that has the students respond about each different aspect of that unit that they completed. And that's on Skyward. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know. And I'm excited to keep working with your students. Okay, my next class is my 9th grade manufacturing class. In this class, we learn the basics of manufacturing, and we also learn the basics of metalworking since we're in the shop here. So far, we completed our safety training and measurement, and currently the students are working on 2 different projects. The first one is it's a sheet metal forming project where the students are using aluminum sheets to create a rose blossom that then they can put on the back or on the top of a pen that ends up looking really nice. So that's one project that we're working on. The other project that we're working on is our welding activity, where the students have access to 2 different types of fusion welders. and they get to practice using those and to complete a welding joint, similar to a joint that might be on like a trailer or some other type of metal item. So this one the students are really enjoying, especially those who have never had a chance to weld before. And then the fun part about it is they bring their joint when they feel like they're done, and it has to survive the hammer test. So we get out a nice big metal hammer and we see if we can break that welded joint that they made. And if it doesn't break and if it holds up, then they know that that was a successful weld. So those are the two projects we're currently working on. And we'll also be doing one more project this term that will be more of a mass manufacturing project as well. So on that class, you just want to make sure you go into Canvas and you'll see the different things that are graded. So far, we've been graded on our safety and measurement, as well as for these projects. You want to complete the assignment online to grade those. So everything's on Canvas. So that wraps up for my 3 classes. The biggest thing is just that everything is on Canvas. So if you have any questions, you can try to look there. If you have any thing that you're concerned or confused about, please email me. I'm happy to respond to an email. I'm happy to have a phone conversation. Or if you'd like to set up a conversation in person, I'd be happy to do that as well. Okay, good luck. Thanks.